My Lord, Nnamdi Kanu is a very dangerous this and that. Oh, yeah, prove it. My Lord, Nnamdi Kanu is a leader of a very dangerous organization. Okay, prove it. Oh, yeah, bring proof now. Hey, my Lord, if you see what they are posting on social media, if you see what they said they will do to us, they said they say, oh yeah, have they now done it? Yes, my Lord, unknown gunmen, they are obeying Nnamdi Kanu. Oh yeah, bring evidence. Bring evidence. You don't get evidence. Okay, you kidnap him from Kenya. Oh yeah, bring evidence of how you brought him from Kenya. No evidence, no nothing. Don't waste our time. Go to hell. Now release this guy. That's what the judges said. 3 of them, they said, release him unconditionally. And in fact, if you love yourself, that's what the judges said. They said, if you love yourselves, you have committed a crime, and you might think you don't know now, Abi. If you love yourselves, just jejely, go shop, go and buy the best clothes, the best, anything best. Come put Nnamdi Kanu in a 10-star hotel where you get for Naija until when you relax, treat him well like a royal. Come call the pilot where you use that private jet where you take kidnap him. Now call the pilot. Tell them, say me then take the plane for car wash. No, for plane wash. Take your plane for plane wash. Get it ready. Tell them to wash the tarmac of Abuja. Call all the firefighters with the water in their tank. Wash all the Abuja tarmac. And tell Nnamdi Kanu, we are very sorry. We are very, very sorry. We made a mistake. We misfire. Tiketi, wati, koti. Save us all the rest of the embarrassment. Bye-bye. If you get to, now your passport, you'll be British. Now your passport be this. They go Kenya. We go see later. But if you call Nigeria, they also say we get case, so like just let him go. That's what the judges said. That is what the justices said. You think I'm trying to make it funny? No. I'm trying to get you interested in what happened. You know, sometimes when something they say breaking news, you cannot try Nnamdi Kanu in any Nigeria court. Let him go. And somebody says, can somebody explain this to me? Like I am a 5-year-old girl. Because I want to understand this. Let him go. And then, I don't understand. That's what I'm doing for you right now. I'm not trying to be funny. Go funny. Returning back to where you brought him from. Quietly. And pretend that nothing happened. If not, you are digging Nigeria into more mess. It is sweet now. But you have no idea what they have done and the end result of the whole thing. Because you know what happened? Malamu, with his tail between his legs, ran back to Asshole Rock to go and speak to the lifeless breathing mannequin, the lifeless megad, Bokuwari. Mala, say no more, kukure yanda. I have another trick. I have another idea. This is a very new idea. I learned this idea when I was reading the, that stuff. Malamu, useless judge and bail attorney general. Appeal court gave a judgment. You went back to the same appeal court. First, they changed all the judges. They removed all the 3 justices that said Nnamdi Kanu must be freed. They removed them. Come and free him now. Some of you said Nnamdi Kanu is working for APC. I suppose say all won't free fun yini. But Nigeria ordinarily is a punishment that you will have your share there, because we realize that all of us, they shout human rights. Actually, most of you are actually human abusers in the waiting. Now, because they abuse all of us now, they cry with us. And we know that some of you are actually waiting for your turn to beat us as well. Because say Now, Turn by Turn Nigeria Limited. Breaking news: Nnamdi Kanu must be released and discharged and acquitted. Hey, we know it. They don't want Obi to win. We know it. They don't want Atiku to win. Every time election is coming like this, they will just release Nnamdi Kanu all of una. But anyway, we can't realize, say, now all of us, they do human rights, we fight that freedom for everybody, solidarity nonsense everywhere. We don't know, say, that they beat us, we they cry together. We don't know, say, some of you, they wait for your turn. They say Nnamdi Kanu free. You say me they no free. I'm say, say human rights in your cover Nnamdi Kanu. What did he do? You don't know what he has done. Don't you see what he has? I say, but then they ask for witnesses for court. Malamu don't they shop for witnesses all this while. So you know the unknown gunmen, Abi. You know them. You know when Nnamdi Kanu recruited them, Abi. You sabi everything, Abi. How come una knows go help Malamu? 10-0. Court cases 10-0. 10-0. Now only a agbara, now only a shishe. Now in they do Buhari and APC. Sure you get, which is going to be the doom anyway. Is the doom. Shishe agbara, nothing lawful, nothing legal anymore. Now shishe. We are all shouting human rights. We see human rights. I say some of you don't want, you want Nnamdi Kanu to remain in prison because you believe that he's done what they said he has done. But for 7 years, none of you could give them evidence. I say, see, I know everything. Where you look for Malamu, he will be so grateful to you. Instead of going back to the same court, appeal court too, telling them that your honor, that Nnamdi Kanu, I know we no get evidence. He's a very dangerous person, Your honor. We cannot release him, your honor. Please, I'm begging you in the name of Allah, in the name of God. Please, can you just give us a stay of execution? After appointing new judges, so on the same matter that they have already ruled, the court has ruled. Then they brought the judge, they said, Nnamdi Kanu's discharge and acquittal judgment is on hold. Oh yeah, we want to put it on hold for some time. Give us just on hold. There's no reason for it. After appeal court, now Supreme Court, sure you get. Nnamdi Kanu has defeated. Now write that down. Nnamdi Kanu has defeated Nigeria, has defeated Buhari, has defeated Malamu, has defeated all the conspirators who conspire to be killing innocent people because they are demanding for referendum out of a contraption that they were never part of from the beginning. All those co-conspirators and the rest of them. For 7 years, you have no evidence at all. Now, Malamu went back into that same court, asking them to stay execution. Ladies and gentlemen, for all your courts, he has defeated you. The only court that you are yet to be defeated, billions of naira, hundreds of millions of dollars, thousands of innocent people killed, thousands of innocent people kidnapped from their family members, and they have been locked up for years without trial. Yet, Nnamdi Kanu has defeated Nigeria under Buhari. I don't know how you take it. I don't know how you see it, but it is true. It is true. That's why I said everything they've planned 7 years ago that they will do to the Biafrans, they will do to all this, and they saw Nnamdi Kanu, they saw him as an opportunity to deal with the Biafrans and kill people and all of that, and that will bury anything about Biafra, what have you. Why the injustice, that push for Biafra continues, has failed. You should agree to that. It has failed. Stay of execution. Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers, they have conquered all those places. They don't need all of that distraction anymore, all those delay tactics anymore. You have all this while to prove your point, to give evidence. Abi, you have none. Let's go to Supreme Court. Now your Supreme Court go come interpret all waiting we don't discuss from all the lower courts. And for the first time, the Supreme Court of Nigeria is going to deliberate on a case that includes the Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. And for the first time, Biafra referendum, Biafra independence, Biafra republic, and everything Biafra, Biafra this, Biafra that, they are going to appear in the ruling of your Supreme Court. That is what being shameless can be. And they are not done. They say you go meet for Supreme Court. Which you won't go do for another court again. Malamu decided to go back to High Court. Ṣé olórí burúkú ni máa ń yé ni? Obviously, olórí burúkú ni. Àtàwọn tó ń listen sí. You started from High Court. Then beat you there. You no agree. You no obey the judgment. They can't go appeal court, can't go sue you. Then beat you there again. You appeal the appeal, then beat you there again. Now you are now going back to the lower court again, High Court, with new charges. Should not be Oriburuku be that. Like they consider they amended the charges, 7 new charges. Nítorí Ọlọ́run. I told you, some of the mumus, humbled slaves, obedient fools, and sophisticated morons. I told you, Nnamdi Kanu go spend all his life. I told you, that is an humbled slave living in a concentration camp. Somebody who is just an ordinary statistic. You don't know how that is, oh no. You, for some criminals, crooked criminals who have access to power, to consider you as a statistic. Wèrè òpònú ẹ̀ tún dunnú. Ẹlẹ́wọ̀n tó ń sọ ago mọ́wọ́. They say Nnamdi Kanu dey prison. You know, say some of you na prison you dey all your life, sha. For that Nigeria, you just pray for one day to be free, freedom. And say, say what you go do if you win 1 million naira? Baba, I never see 1 million naira in my life. Oh, that is a 35-year-old man, a possible graduate, and he will tell you face to face and say, Baba, I cannot lie you. I have never seen 500,000 naira in my life. 35-year-old man. Say if you are working like this, AK. Let's say we are working like this. When Shakpa enter you will be say Shakpa and you now they now two of una or all of una they jump down for at the same together. Shege now you be the conductor. Say enter. When Shakpa enter you very well, humble slaves, obedient fools. When the Shakpa enter them very well, they begin to hallucinate, dream. AK, what do you go do if you see $25 million? $25 million. First thing first, I go first buy Lamborghini Lobato. Like $1 million. The next one, I could just buy all of the. You see all the landlord where they our street now. Lori Bruku them be. They don't show me and my family. They don't show us shege. If I see 25 million like this, I go first buy all the houses within my street, demolish all of them. What do you go do again? I go first go to hotel. I go sleep for like. They say, are you not going to invest? Are you not going to invest? The two wearies will be the two Shakpa wearies. They will be like, my friend, you have thought you are going to buy a car. You are going to. Are you not going to invest? Now, so the weary will begin to say, yes. Now I'll buy companies. I'll buy companies that will make me, I buy this, I buy that. The weary will never see 500,000 in his life, and there's possibility that he will never see one before he dies. With the exponential poverty they have created in Nigeria, that weary that is living in that, you are not in prison. You hardly have any food to eat in a day. You hardly survive a day. You can barely feed 2 mouths. You have family, you have children. You can barely even take care of them. With your let's say Shakpa life, you can't open your mouth. I told you, now dear Nnamdi Kanu go die. Now that prison, you go there forever. We Eleven thought he gate prison. You don't know say you be Eleven. We they no lock in gate prison. I mean in prison gate. Eleven thought he gate prison. Ìyẹn sọ pé ẹni tó mọ ẹni tó tì mọ́ bì kan illegally. Tó ń fún lóúnjẹ, ó máa fún lóúnjẹ láàárọ̀. They will feed them in the morning, feed them in the afternoon, feed them in the evening. If Nnamdi Kanu just be, they go quickly call doctor, call everybody, make them come check him. You, Okada hit you. Okada hit your papa leg break. You dey beg for money on social media. Please help me, help my family. Help my family. My papa is a retired police officer. They didn't pay them very well. My papa can't fall down for gutter, can't break in 2 legs. Now, my papa to feed in our family is very hard. Please, if God touch your heart, please help my papa. Go kill your papa. Because some of you are indeed slaves who have no chains. Nnamdi Kanu, na there go, Nnamdi Kanu go rot. He was rotting away. Are you not looking at yourselves? If you see some of them, 25-year-old men, they look like they are 45, 50, 60. You see, somebody said, Mayegun, or more. When I go to Nigeria, when I see you, Princess, Emma take a personal, because sometimes I wanted to ask you, say, which part of Nigeria you self they live? Because you are not a good example of what majority of people are facing there. Every day they say shark party. No easy, yeah. But you go come on the screen. Some of you will come on the screen, come they shine, like say, but that's not the story. People said, Mayegun, when you get to Nigeria, it will come be like say everybody won't rob you. Don't take it personal. Emma take a personal, I'm to beforehand. Now, what people told me. Say the moment you come out of the plane and then you are walking down the hallway, passengers check and all of that, and you can't enter the main arrival hall where everybody did they wait. If you have not been to Nigeria for, let's say, 2, 3, or 4 years, even though you never take where you come out, it will come like say everybody where they pass, it won't rob you. You go see your uncle. You go be like say, you go see some of these children who are like 20, 22, 25. Some of them you go already done they say, Egbon, what would you like to be? See, Egbon bawo, shark party someone darugbo. Now the same idiot they carry chinko phone on social media. Those who are living in concentration camp, in slave camp, they are saying those who are asking or who are trying to encourage them, those who are encouraging them to break free from the stranglehold, shacklehold of these oppressors and criminals, they deserve to be jailed. They are rewarding terrorists. They are jailing activists. You are typing on social media, Eshowore will die in jail. Nnamdi Kanu will die there. Yeah, you better pray. Say, may you not die in your slavery, because Nnamdi Kanu won't die in any prison. Nigeria no get the capacity to kill him. Have you not noticed? Have you not noticed? Every day, I hear they want to kill me. I say, Baba, wait till happen. When you say, wait till happen to your voice. My brother, this world is a very, very, it's war. Say, wait till happen. Shogun laye ni. Kilo days. Say bad weather? No, bad weather. Do you have cough? Cough. Why you gonna stop cough? Bawo na spiritual attack. How? I was fine yesterday. I was okay. Everything was fine. It was around 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. Something just shook me from inside. As I opened my eyes, I just saw this big bird. I shout like a big bird. I said, okay. What's it gonna happen? You can't shop your voice. Mayegun, calm down, Jare. You don't know anything. Let me explain. And so I started this Ayajo and Psalm 104. I back on with Tabati Ada and every other thing we have to remember. Now the prayer. If first, I struggled to speak. I struggled. But the spirit in me, I want I say, Baba, calm down. Sometimes, nothing way hunger no fit cause. Sometimes your fear that you are so afraid to share, that fear you are afraid to share is going to hold you for neck. It's most of the time at night. Now they do 101. Some of you they do 010. Some of you they do 001. These are the rations of the food people have access to every day in Nigeria. And all of you are pretending on social media. Enemy of Nigeria will die, but you are sharing a milokon. Atiku must fix Nigeria. Obi will do this and that. And sharing, you are doing yourself with one hand and the rest, hoping that those who are opening your eyes will die for you so that they can reduce the price of Gary in the market. Sherry, you know, see, Nnamdi Kanu won't die in any prison. They don't get the capacity. I go make my tea. Don't go anywhere. I'm still on this Nnamdi Kanu of issue as it is. Again, don't go anywhere. If you haven't shared this before, I implore you to. And if you love to dance, Wiki can keep your company till I come back.
Some people think say you dey do juju.
Is this a joke? They will never go free.
Them dey bone face oh yeah, Dabu them dey bone face for. Is the body yeah, so wicked they walk oh.
You know, as I'm watching you on television now, it is pain them. That is all. And it is sweet when they see me appear like this, it is pain them. And I promise them, I'm here to bury them.
As they pain them, they sweet us. As they rain us, they pay. When you say as they pain them, they sweet us. As they sweet us, they go they pay. As they pain them, they sweet us.
Oh yeah, me and you today. Face me, I've touched you. I go punch you now. So, Justice Nyako, Binta Nyako, the one that Bokuwari's Malamu have disobeyed many judgments, many orders. She ordered that they should let Nnamdi Kanu change his cloth. They didn't let him. She ordered that Nnamdi Kanu should be allowed to pray according to his belief. They didn't let them, and they didn't let him. They said that Nnamdi Kanu should be allowed to access his own personal medics, his own carers. They didn't. And so many other things like that. Until the case got to the appeal court, where Malamu received acrobat, kick. The way they didn't recover from it enough to know that everything will have to go to the Supreme Court now. Is now begging. He went back to Binta Nyako. Binta, can you please look at these new charges against Nnamdi Kanu? Can you help us? Just give us anything that would say we have to meet in court next week or we have to meet in court in January. Can you do that for us, Binta? Binta looked at the old trash and said, see, Malamu, you have almost destroyed my legal career. Bokuwari, APC, and the rest of you. On this one, no, say gobe, count me out. Don't come back here because it's absolute nonsense. The appeal court is still valid. You said we should stay execution on it, right? Which means you want to put things together, but look at the trash you put together. Nnamdi Kanu call Bokuwari Jibri. And you didn't put that in the charges that, okay, make Nnamdi Kanu come and prove that Buhari is not Jibri. You didn't put that there. You said he insulted Buhari. He insulted Nigeria. He wanted the people to break away from Nigeria. All of this, get evidence, one. And as it be, even if you get the evidence, we know if you use them. Return the guy to Kenya, like appeal court told you, or wait for the Supreme Court to say otherwise. For now, stop, please, I beg. Bikonu. Dakunjo, tori Ọlọ́run. So Binta Nyako today said she no get power to prosecute Nnamdi Kanu. They may see another Jankara judge tomorrow, but you should just know that Naimbi say Malamu, Bokwari, and the rest of them, they no get sense. And this shame they are bringing onto Nigeria through this Nnamdi Kanu stuff, right, is not going to keep Nigeria together. It is going to facilitate the breakup as well. Just like we said, they are in a hole. Instead of them to stop digging, they have continued to dig and dig and dig. So what do? You let them bury themselves. And that's exactly what the case of Nnamdi Kanu is going to end up as. Remember, I told you, even if you want them to jail him, listen, even if you want them to kill him or jail him, the point is, they don't get the power. That's the problem. Mayegu, forget it. They killed Delegiwa, they killed this one, they killed Abiola. Baba, if to say, na so easy, na so it be. I mean, there are already Igbo politicians, okay, who want Nnamdi Kanu out of the way 100%. They have made that commitment to Bokwari. They have given him the access to Eastern Nigeria to hunt young people, incarcerate them, kill them without consequences. People's properties are being burnt, right? People's homes are being destroyed, burnt by soldiers. No consequences. So do you think if killing Nnamdi Kanu is that easy, they wouldn't have done it? Sure, go easy, ni. They would have done it and damn the consequences, Abi. They've killed thousands of people there. Do you know that? They've made people disappear, that people can't see them anymore. They are not seeing them for years because they accused them of being members of IPOB. Sure, you get. They have carried out massacre. I'm talking about a whole community, like community cleansing. You don't get a genocide where soldiers will land in this community, right? And they will begin to shoot anything that moves. Where are you watching me from? Otta. Let's say you are watching me from Otta right now, okay? You see that Otta? You know Otta is a city, it's a big place, Sabi. Now let's say 200 soldiers with guns. They started shooting everybody, anything that moves on the street of Otta. As you are running, then you are seeing Nigerian army. Nigerian Air Force dropping bombs in civilian homes in Eastern Nigeria. Evidence, not make up, evidence. They said they are looking for IPOB in communities where villagers, community people, farmers, traders, all of them, small villages, Olu, Osu, Imo, they are bombing them in the name of looking for. So imagine that, that they are doing that to you in Otta. And suddenly, they started setting your houses ablaze after some of you managed to escape and run away into safety. Then, when you finally safe, then you see it on social media. Nigeria Army routs the Yoruba self-determination, this and that in Otta. And you, where did your shop, Jeje? You don't even know that the Yoruba nation and Nigeria, they get issue. You are just there, like every other Nigerian, Abi. We be say, to kill waiting you they eat. You know, Nigerians have to kill what they eat every day. If they don't, they will starve. More than 70 to 80% of Nigerians have to work and earn money daily before they can feed. That is that analogy of Nigerians have to kill what they eat. If they don't kill, if you don't let them go out, so where you are, jejely in your shop, and you come back, they don't kill 3 of your children, small picking, They consider they follow Yoruba Nation agitators for Otta with hair ready, with everything. Look at our homes, look at our shops, everywhere is destroyed. Who are we going to run to when the newspaper say the Nigerian army versus the Yoruba? So that's exactly what they are doing in Eastern Nigeria. For those of you who have no idea, it doesn't matter whether you are supporting APC or PDP, or you are supporting Biafra, or you are supporting Nigeria. What they are doing in Eastern Nigeria is just gaslighting. And, hundreds of people have been killed for that. Thousands have been made disappear. So if they can kill Nnamdi Kanu, after damning other consequences, do you think they wouldn't have done that? They can't kill him, okay? The worst they can do is to keep him the way they are keeping him, feed him, and continue to monitor his health. Which means, if you ask me, Nnamdi Kanu is more valuable than majority of you Nigerians. Do you know that? He's more valuable than you. Since they locked him up, your electricity hasn't improved. Your economy has been completely destroyed. You have more people who are now jobless. Abi, most of you are now at the mercy of terrorists. Majority of you currently are thinking of how to japa and leave that Nigeria. Life has gone from bad to worse, from terrible. From worse to even terrible. I don't know if there's anything after that. But Nnamdi Kanu, they locked up, hasn't made them to at least improve your electricity generation. It hasn't made them to jail corrupt people who loot your money and get away with them. Nnamdi Kanu being released, is likely going to help you to break free too. You, common sense, so think reasonable, or they come.
My name is Nnamdi Kanu, and the reason why we're here today is to protest the killing of innocent women and children, and men for that matter, all over Nigeria, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. We are not happy, we are not pleased with what is happening, and that is why we're here today. As you can see, there are a lot of Nigerians who are protesting about the killing of families, people who are determined to tear the country apart violently, and it is not something that we support. It is not something that we would like to see continue, and we are here today to send a clear message to the Nigerian government, to the High Commissioner, that what is happening in the country is unacceptable, and we cannot accept it. If that continues, it will lead to the violent disintegration of the country. There will be no more Nigeria for anyone to go to. There will be no Nigeria for anyone to refer to. In fact, what is happening in Somalia today will be like a tea party. So we cannot allow this nonsense to continue. Something has to be done, and the consequences of the actions of terrorism in Nigeria must be driven home to the people, so that even the terrorists themselves will be able to understand that there is no mileage in where they're going. The only thing they can accomplish is the breakup of Nigeria. If they think that they can cower people, if they think they can force people to be coerced into a religion which is not theirs, then they are clearly mistaken. We are asking for peace. We are asking for people to get together. We are asking for everybody who loves Nigeria, who is associated with that country, to please prevail upon terrorism in Nigeria so we can bring it to an end. That is why a multitude of Nigerians are gathered here today. Those of us in the UK are determined to work with the government for peace. We are determined to work with the International Committee for Peace. The one thing we cannot stomach is a repeat of 1966. What is happening today in Nigeria was the reason why Nigeria fought a bitter civil war for 3 years between 1967 and 1970. If this continues, there will be another civil war in Nigeria. And this time around, no place will be safe in Nigeria. This time around, nobody will be safe in Nigeria. So it is imperative that everybody who has the interest of the country at heart acts now and immediately to stop this nonsense from continuing.
That is the Nnamdi Kanu that I support. That is the Nnamdi Kanu that I will publicly defend. Not the Nnamdi Kanu that they have taught you, the one they taught you to hate, the one they told you is your enemy for some reason, even though it's never been part and parcel of decision makers, of those of keeping you safe and all that, right? Now, if whenever I speak out, I don't listen to tirades or what do you call it? Echo chambers and the rest, okay? Now, every time I come out, or should I say, yeah, every time I come out to remind you that if you support justice, equity, and fairness, you must not do so with any sort of ethnic, racial, tribal, religious, or any other kind of sentiment at all. If you believe that justice anywhere is justice everywhere, injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere, injustice to one is injustice to all, it doesn't matter where they come from. Now, with that, you realize that the aggressors, the real aggressor is the terrorists that Nnamdi Kanu warned us of. He said those who are using terrorists to cause attention, fear in Nigeria simply because they wanted power, and at the end of the day, threaten everybody to succumb to a religion which is going to be impossible. He said, if we don't come together to stop it, yeah, it is going to consume Nigeria. Do you know what happened? Unfortunately, the people that Nnamdi Kanu want us off, that if they were not stopped, they will break Nigeria. They are now the people in power. That's exactly why Nnamdi Kanu became their target. Once again, as a reminder, this is the Nnamdi Kanu that I, Mayegun General, the General Overseer, say Babajio of the Temple of Truth, encouraged you. And then we all agreed that an injustice to one is an injustice to all. Injustice to one elsewhere, somewhere is injustice to all everywhere. We put our resources together. We believe in the just fight. The Nnamdi Kanu that on this platform, we put together 2 million naira in a token support for his vibrant, gallant, ever-fighting, and ever-winning legal team on this platform. This is that Nnamdi Kanu. We know not, or should I say, we know not, or should I say, we know none, rather, any Nnamdi Kanu or IPOB that is involved in any terrorism. But because those who said they are terrorists, Boko Haram and gang, they are the terrorists. Nnamdi Kanu want us off here. A quick one again.
My name is Nnamdi Kanu, and the reason why we're here today is to protest the killing of innocent women and children, and men for that matter, all over Nigeria, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. We are not happy, we are not pleased with what is happening, and that is why we're here today. As you can see, there are a lot of Nigerians who are protesting about the killing of families, people who are determined to tear.
When he was in that protest in London 11 years ago, there were no Fulani killings as rampant as you now witness in eastern part of Nigeria or other part of Nigeria that you see today. Nnamdi Kanu was not in that protest because of the Igbos or Biafra. It was at that protest because of innocent people that are being killed by Boko Haram terrorists up north. And he said, we know their agenda. We know where this is headed. We know where they are taking all of this to. If you don't stop them, if this guy gain power, we are done for. A quick refresher. The Nnamdi Kanu that you legally support. Remember, this is him.
My name is Nnamdi Kanu, and the reason why we're here today is to protest the killing of innocent women and children, and men for that matter, all over Nigeria, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. We are not happy, we are not pleased with what is happening, and that is why we're here today. As you can see, there are a lot of Nigerians who are protesting about the killing of families, people who are determined to tear the country apart violently, and it is not something that we support. It is not something that we would like to see continue, and we are here today to send a clear message to the Nigerian government through the High Commissioner that what is happening in the country is unacceptable, and we cannot accept it. If that continues, it will lead to the violent disintegration of the country. There will be no more Nigeria for anyone to go to. There will be no Nigeria for anyone to refer to. In fact, what is happening in Somalia today will be like a tea party. So we cannot allow this nonsense to continue. Something has to be done. And the consequences of the actions of terrorism in Nigeria must be driven home to the people, so that even the terrorists themselves will be able to understand that there is no mileage in where they're going. The only thing they can accomplish is the breakup of Nigeria. If they think that they can cower people, if they think they can force people to be coerced into a religion which is not theirs, then they are clearly mistaken. We are asking for peace. We are asking for people to get together. We are asking for everybody who loves Nigeria, who is associated with that country, to please prevail upon terrorism in Nigeria so we can bring it to an end. That is why a multitude of Nigerians are gathered here today. Those of us in the UK are determined to work with the government for peace. We are determined to work with the International Committee for Peace. But one thing we cannot stomach is a repeat of 1966. What is happening today in Nigeria was the reason why Nigeria fought a bitter civil war for 3 years between 1967 and 1970. If this continues, there will be another civil war in Nigeria. And this time around, no place will be safe in Nigeria. This time around, nobody will be safe in Nigeria. So it is imperative that everybody who has the interest of the country at heart acts now and immediately to stop this nonsense from continuing.
MNK. That is the man that has been unjustly locked up illegally, even having defeated them in their own courts. But there's something I strongly believe, right? Buhari has no locus standi. He doesn't have what it takes to convincingly convict Nnamdi Kanu for any crime. And that is why 100% believe that even when Bokwari himself will eventually fizzle out of, just kind of a fizzle out of the entire picture and run away from the whole picture that you would probably never have to see him again, with what they have done, the only thing that can come out of this is two things. Let Nnamdi Kanu go. Open up a dialogue. I have seen Atiku said he's going to dialogue. Obi talk saying go dialogue. And few others. Kwakwanso said he's going to have a chat with Nnamdi Kanu if he becomes president. You know what happened? See, Bokwari has pushed the Biafran struggle further than even where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself probably envisaged. But he said it. He said, Biafra will come and you will not even shoot one single gun. I don't know how many of you will remember that. He said, Biafra will come and Biafrans will not shoot one single gun. Nigeria will lead this charge. Nigeria will lead the charge for the emancipation and the declaration of Biafra Republic. And that's exactly what will happen. They have put him in that stage. They have put him at that position. Nnamdi Kanu is coming back to bring exactly what he wanted for the people of Biafra land. And when that time happens, right, you see those who are vilifying him now, persecuting him and doing all this, right? Trust me, they will be nowhere to be found. And in fact, some of you would have forgotten what you said about him, or what you wish him, or what you are hoping will happen to him, simply because you trusted Bokwari, that with his illegality, his criminal mind and all of that, he could do whatever he wants. But it seems that Nnamdi Kanu being that hard nut that he has become, they have no idea what to do with him anymore. They don't have a clue what to do with him anymore. Do you get that now? So, Supreme Court is going to be, whatever Malamu cooked, it didn't taste nice. Binta and Yako didn't eat any of it. Therefore, it did the Supreme Court. Now, if the Supreme Court now says with what they have, Supreme Court is not going to have a new argument. Supreme Court is going to look into the appeal and it's going to ask them that, okay, do you have anything you want to add or not? And if the Supreme Court now says, Nnamdi Kanu have every right to demand for Biafra peacefully, legally, even though your constitution, it's not in your constitution, Abi, this may be it. and then you probably won't be laughing again. I mean, you are probably not going to be laughing for too long anymore. So the bottom line is this: Gra will not stop people from asking for Biafra or Yoruba nation. The injustice in Nigeria, the criminals who have been benefiting from the injustice, the crooked, the rogues who have been rewarded again and again, and the basket, that basket where the victims of their corruption, the victims of their mismanagement, the victims of everything that is wrong with Nigeria, the basket is growing, is expanding, the number is expanding. And guess what? With what I believe, just same way they can no longer control the corruption, just same way they can no longer manage the looting the corruption, and it's already ruining the country, I believe it's the same way they are going to lose the control of the people. You are going to stop listening to them soon. You are going to look back and say, God damn it, how did I agree with everything in the past in the first place? Man, you will be so angry. You will be so angry that a moment like this, there is a moment like this where you wished the people that wanted you liberated, you wish them, you wish something evil happened to them. You wish them killed. You wish them jailed. You will look back, and you'll be so angry with yourself, and you'll be even more angrier with the same crop of entitled criminals from your tribe, from your religion, from your region, from everything you have been associated with them, and excuses you have been given for them. Why they ruin Nigeria, jail activists, and then reward terrorists. You're going to look back and you're going to be so angry. Trust me, you're going to look back and be so angry. You know why? It's going to get to a stage where they will no longer be able to control the numbers of you in that poverty bracket. Desperate people who can see their life flashing through their eyes, like boom, you know what I mean? Some things will happen to so many of you in Nigeria that you feel like Mayegun, something happened to me yesterday. What happened, sir? I saw the junior brother of death. What happened? If I tell you the whole story, this Nigeria do me. Waiting happen. Just be a man, don't cry. Tell me. I nearly died yesterday, Mayegun, because of 4,000 naira. 4,000. So you will look back, you will be angry. Something is going to make you flashback, and when you get to that stage, when you get to that state of mind, these guys will have a lot of you to deal with. And with my own experience, well, I mean, from my own experience, I'm going to say they are going to lose control. They're going to lose control of you. For now, they can tell you to sit down and you sit. They can tell you if they boy you well, come out tomorrow, we'll go shoot you. Come and protest tomorrow, go shoot you, and you don't go come out. For now, they will tell you that if you don't behave, DSS is going to visit you, and you believe them because you don't want them to visit you. Everything they've told you and all the fear they put in your mind, that makes you feel like there's no other way than to just live and die with this Nigeria that you have no choice at all. I have a news for you. Nigeria and the politicians are going to lose control of you. You're going to be out of control soon. There's so much you think you can take. Now, you're going to get pushed because the resources of the land and the looters in the land and their greed has become so insatiable. Their greed has become so uncontrollable. There's nothing they can steal. There's nothing they can sell. There's nothing they can turn to money. Just anything. Just money. If they can't do that, they'll print more. While majority of you will suffer inside that same system. Now, that's how they're going to lose you. They're going to lose control of you. Seriously, they're going to lose control of some of you soon. We see all the obedient, It's really like they don't lose control of those ones. But the control, I'm not sure say is strong reach to chase these criminals out of town. But look at the rest of you supporting them, I don't pray may anything happen to you, may you not die, so that you can live and tell the story, okay? And testify to the glory of the glorious message of Mayegu. You will live to testify. I don't pray anything happen to you, even though some of you are saying that if Nubu Mata go kill me, you want something to happen to me, but nothing is going to happen to me. And I don't wish anything happen to you. But you will live enough to have that experience. And when you have that experience, that disappointment, that eye-opening moment, they will say, sit down, you won't sit. They will say, shut up, you won't shut up. They will say, sleep there, you won't. They will say, give your hand, hands up, you won't hands up. You will chase them. That moment is near. Get your PVC, Baba, now your revolution card you they get to. Because you go look at that PVC, you go put them down, you go burn them soon. Majority of you will burn that PVC soon. As you are burning that PVC, you are burning the bridge of the lies they've told you. You will do a lot of things you don't believe you will do right now. Some of you are going to do a lot of things you probably are not ready for. Right now, so many things you never think you will ever do in your life when it comes to you reacting to what Nigeria has done to you or is doing to you. Now, look at me very well. You are going to play a role. And that role is just a few weeks away. They will push you to that point. Are you going to break the barrier? I don't know. Are you preparing for an election? Maybe. You are preparing for something bigger than that. Because for the election, una no get control over that. For the election, that one is already rigged before you cast your first ballot. If you don't believe me, you better start buying your own, what is it they call it? Gas mask. Start buying Timberland boots that can take any rough running. You are not preparing for an election. You are preparing for a revolution. Something that is different from what that measly card they gave to you can actually do. Whatever it is, I pray you live long enough to tell this story. I'm going to hang up here. So remember, whatever you are going through right now, the best plan they have for you is this. And as you are going tonight, please don't leave without dropping your own offering. Like the broadcast, share it, and then maybe subscribe. And when you set your notification, when you subscribe on Mayegun's Diary Politico, and you want to set your notification, put the notification on all, okay? Don't just put it on live or upload. Just put the notification on all. And don't forget, the future they have for you is packaged in just this 100 seconds video. And from here, I'm going to say good night to all of you. You should have a wonderful night.
And we are competing with armed robbers and the bandits to recruit from the youths who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, agbado, corn, and the morning, yam in the afternoon. It's growing here. You create demand and consumption. For over 5 million army of boot camps. Continue. 70 years old man. Is that you? Jesus is Lord.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ ọ́ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one. àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì nọ́mbà wán.
bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì nọ́mbà wán.
ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì nọ́mbà wán.
Máyégún Diary politico.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì nọ́mbà wán.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì nọ́mbà wán.
ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì nọ́mbà wán.
àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ dódódódó.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì nọ́mbà wán.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lérí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹ̀rùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.